Hello my beautiful people, my wonderful people. You are welcome to my channel today. If today is your first time of being here, you are welcome. Please don't forget to press that red button that says subscribe and press the notification bell so that you will be the first to know anytime I upload. My old subscribers, you know I love you all. You are welcome. So we are going to be making this turban cap today. That is what you are going to be doing. Ready your sewing machine and all so that you can start with us. Can start with me. Even though today is your first time of starting, it doesn't really matter. If you don't have machine, go and get your machine and start doing it yourself. As a woman, if you're staying at home mom, you are not doing anything, just learn all this and be doing it and be selling it for yourself. So guys, how do you see the cap or hat? You can call it whatever you want to call it. Is it not beautiful? Is it not so beautiful? So thank you for coming. You are welcome. Let's go and start. Thank you for coming. So guys, this beautiful material is what I'm going to be using. This blue and this yellow. How do you see the combination, guys? So what you need in this tutorial is scissors, tape, your thread. If you have yellow thread or blue, you can use it, and your marker, your pin. So first I measure around my head. So the measurement I have is 22 and a half. So I'm going to be using this one, the yellow one first. So what we do is to spread the yellow one, bring out the back side, you fold it this way. I don't know if you can see it. Let me take it down a little bit so that you can see. So you spread it this way, fold it into two. So after I finish folding it into two this way, so you remember my round head was 22 and a half, but since it's a stretch material, I'm going to be leaving it at 22. So you put your tape, that is how to divide, like this, at the center of the 22. So you hold it this way. So what it will give to us is 11. So we take the straight side, 11, so as I was saying, I have a call, so I have to stop. So we'll take 11 at the straight side. Remember I divided around my head. I'm going to be taking 11. Let me add half inch to it to sew. So the longness here to here, I'm taking 10 because I'm going to be adding band to the front. So maybe it all together can be 12, but now I'm taking 10. So what you will do is to just take here straight. You have to be careful because it's a stretching material. So after taking it straight, you take from the beginning to here 10, so that you get a straight 10, 10, 10, 10. So you just take it down. After we finish doing that, I'm going to be cutting it out. You know, a stretch material, when you are cutting it, you have to be careful. You can even use ordinary material to sew this beautiful hat cap. You can be practicing it. It doesn't matter if you have not done it before. It's not an excuse. Be practicing it, okay? Me, I practice too. That's why I can do it. I know you can do it better. So as you can see, I've cut this out. So now what you are going to be doing is to cut my band. So the band I will be cutting here is 11. We are going to be cutting the same level too. So we take this aside. So now I'm going to be using a blue. I'm going to be using blue and yellow to cut the band. So you see, you fold this like this. It will be like this. You just measure level. Let me add to the wideness. I'm cutting 2 out, so this is level. So while the wideness is 3. So measure from here to the down part, the level. So here is level. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to take here out. You see, after cutting it, what we do is to open it. So this way, we are going to be, this is one, this is one. We are going to be folding it this way. And we'll fold this one this way too. And before you do that, it's going to be somehow like this. You see, like this. We are going to join it. It will have this kind of V shape. So I'm going to be adding blue to it. So we'll add blue the same way. If I can do it, you can do it. So now I'm going to be taking out blue the same way because I'm putting 2 steps to it. So this is it. You just take it and add it to it this way and take the blue out. I love the combination. What do you think? Do you love the combination? So like this, we cut it out the same way. I'm going to be taking out another yellow too the same way because I'm going to be putting the 3 step. Okay, so the same we cut out the yellow, that is the way we cut the blue. That's the way I'm still going to cut another yellow. Okay, so now I have it like this 3. So I'm going to be cutting the one I'm going to be printing up. Because this material is short at the length, I'm going to be taking it this way. I'm going to be taking it this way. This one will be like 2. You can take any wideness you want, but I took 5. But the length, I'm taking the same length as my round head, but I'm going to be printing it. So now after doing that, I'm going to open it. You see, now it's 2. So when I join it together, it's going to be long. I'm going to add this with this together to make it very long. So that is it. So I'll be taking that way out with the blue too, the same length. So I'm going to be cutting out this way too. You see the blue is very long, so I don't need to fold it that way. I just need to cut it out the way the blue is. So the wideness, I'll take 5 and cut it out. So if you feel you don't want to make mistake, you just add this one to it so that you can get the same length and the same measurements. You see, they are almost the same. So you just take it out. So now that I'm finished cutting it, here is where we need the band. Here we need is where we need the pin. You take this way, you just fold it this way. You take another yellow and still fold it the same way. This is the part that you need to concentrate on, which is not difficult, but you see now you have to bend this and bend this, put it on top this way. You see, it will give you that V shape this way. You see it? So after doing that, you pin. You see I've pinned it. Now you take the blue the same way, you fold it this way. You see, you add it to it this way, and you take the other blue, you add it to it this way. Are you seeing the shape? So you pin. So the last one, well, you take the yellow the same way. You have to give, like here, space, the way you give this one space, because you want to see the design like this. So now you take another yellow, because if it is two-step, you leave it this way. You take the other yellow, you add it to it this way. So you fold the other side, you take it to this way. If you want to do like 6-step, 5-step, that is the way you will continue to do it. So now you pin. So what I'm going to be doing is to take them to my machine and sew each one of them. It will be this way. When you finish sewing it, this is where it's going to be at the front. You understand? Because after doing it, after sewing it this way, this is the main side. We are going to be sewing it around it. So let me sew this first with my sewing machine the way it is now. So now you see I want to start sewing it. You can decide to sew one and be sewing it on top, but me, because I cut them almost the same size, I'm going to be joining it together this way. Sorry, don't mind my machine here, it just fell down now when I was sewing, but I'll try to fix it. I'm going to be sewing all around that way. When you are sewing it, you make sure they are together, okay? And you must not you must not sew on top of this. You must leave ½ inch the way I sew. If you like, you can sew them one by layers. So I'll finish joining it together. As you can see, it will be this way. See? Now you trim. So it will have this shape. So now the next part is to take the round that we cut for the turban. You have to notch the center this way. So this one too, you fold it too. You can trim here off. You notch the center. Very important. So you take it to your machine, your sewing machine, this way. You take the place you notch and place it on top, and you sew all around. And make sure that this place you sew, the thread don't show. you are sewing it on top. So I'm going to be sewing the other side the same way. I'm going to be sewing this like this too, the same way. You have to check where the thread is, and so that you will not make any mistake. Even though you made a mistake, guys, at the beginning, don't worry, okay? Anything you do at first, you must always make a mistake, but when you keep on doing it, you will not make mistake. So when we finish sewing it, it's going to be this way. You see, I'm going to be notching here. If you like, you sew here straight down. If you like, you don't. So this is it. I'm going to be joining it together now. Before we do anything, we have to trim here out. You have to trim everything out. So the next part we are going to be doing is to take this. If you have weaving machine, you weave here, and later I'm going to be weaving it. If you don't have weaving machine, if you have scissors for trimming, you use it to trim. So now I'm going to be joining it together with the size of my measurements into 2. You measure your round head, and into 2 you use it. So I'm going to be sewing it down. Now you take it this way. If you want your turban to be big at the back, you can cut it 12. So this way, it will be like this. It will be like this. So after this, the next part we are going to be doing is for the turban round. So now, as we'll finish sewing it together, you see this shape. Here is where we need needle. You use needle to gather. You can decide to trim it, but I don't want to trim it. I want my turban to be full at the back. So you take your needle and thread. I'm going to be fixing the needle. So after I finish fixing my needle, you see the end where we sew here to there. You're going to take it as if you want to do a gather. You just do it this way. And the thread, you have to tie it down. So you see when I'm drawing it, the way it will look like. So that is the way I'm going to be doing all around. So I'm through sewing it round. You see the way I do it. I end it here. So now what you will do is to draw as if you are squeezing it. You see? You draw that way. When you finish drawing it, you just tag it here. You tag it in this place. So when we turn the back, it will be this way. You see? So now we're going to be going to the belt. So the belt, what we are going to be doing, you remember the side we cut? We're going to put the wrong side together and join there. because the yellow is not too long, I have to do it that way. So now I've finished joining it. I'm going to take it together two. If I take it like this two, I'm going to sew it all to the down, because we are going to be turning it like you're sewing a belt. If you have a big material, you can decide to cut yours to be more bigger than this. We're going to sew it down, and that is the way we are going to be sewing the blue too. So after sewing it, you see I take my scissors inside. I'm going to be turning it this way. You see I bring out the front side. That is the way I'm going to be doing to the blue too. So it will be this way, like a belt. So guys, let me show you how I turn it. You see I sewed down here, so now you just do this way. You take scissors or anything, be careful so that the scissors will not tear your cloth. So you just draw it together. You draw it together this way. Anything you don't understand, just let me know, okay? I will easily teach you. Freely you have it, freely you will give it out. That is it, guys. So I'll turn the back. So now to join here, you have to squeeze it inside and make sure it's very straight. If you're a beginner, you can use like a pin to tag it before you sew just down this way, so that it will be neat. So guys, after sewing it, it will be like this. So this, you take the two together this way. You see, if somebody can hold it for you, better. But if nobody is there to hold it for you, you can do it yourself. You start doing it as if you're doing a braiding. See it? As if you are braiding. You can use two, even though you don't want to use these four. You can use two and just twist, one twist. Jesus, you love me too much. If somebody is with you to hold it, it's very easy. But if there's nobody around you now, you can do it yourself. So you see the way. So like this, you take your needle and tag here. Can you see the way it's beautiful? So you take your needle and tag here. You tag it so that it will be very tight. Everybody know how to tag. So now after I finish tagging it, it will be like this. Beautiful. So now I'm going to be putting band here and here, this both sides. So we're going to be cutting the band we used to tie. So this band will be 8. When I finish sewing it, it's going to be 7. I'm going to be opening it. And we do it this way. You curve it this way. So it will be like this. It will be like this. So after that, you just take it together this way. Let it be the same size. We're going to be measuring out 10. You take the off. So now we're going to take this and do it to like we're going to be joining it here like this. We sew here down and tag there. You bring out the front. It will be this way, like this. But before we do that, we have to sew from here to there. Let me show you example. Don't mind, my machine just fell down. So now you take here together. We're going to close it. It's still going to be like a belt. The way I do to this, that is the way I will be doing to the other side. So when I get here, I have to stop. I turn it the same way I've taught you how to turn it. So now that I've turned it, I'm going to be wearing it to the end there. So it will be this way. It will be this way. You can tag it with the needle. So I'm going to be tagging here. With needle. So that is the way I will be doing to the other side. I'm just avoiding the video to be too long. So you tag all this one to this. You see the way it will look like? So now it will be this way. You see, you cannot see the place I joined it together because I sewed it properly. So guys, after I finish doing it, so I place it on top this way. I use pin to hold it. So I'm going to be tagging it to it with a needle, but you can decide to say, I don't want to use needle, I just want to leave it that way. Depends on what you want. So the way I'm going to be tagging it is to take it at the center. You start at the down. You can decide not to tag it to it. It's not that necessary to tag it to it, but me, I don't want to be pulling and remove. I just want to wear it that way very fast. So you tag, you tie, you go to another place, you tie. So that is the way I'm going to be doing all of them. So I'm through tagging it. So I'll be removing the pin. I just tag it in 3 places. You can decide to tag it. So this is the rope we're going to be using to be tying it at the back. So it's very good. Put it to practice. You will know how to sew it. It can take you time, but practice it. As a staying-at-home mom, if you are a staying-at-home mom, you can be learning this. You can learn this and start handing money for yourself. You can be sewing it and be selling. If you are not working, it's very good. So that is it, guys. So thank you for watching. God bless you. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Please don't fail to share, subscribe, like, press the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know anytime I upload. Women, be a woman of, be a virtuous woman. Okay, you can do it. It's not compulsory. It's only this you can learn. You can learn how to sew clothes. You can learn how to do cap. You can learn how to do a lot of things just to help yourself. Okay, guys, I'm going to be wearing it so that you will see it. Okay. So guys, I'm going to be wearing it so that you see the way it is. It's so beautiful. I want you to try it. If I can do it, you can do it also. Can you see the way it's beautiful? You can use ordinary material to make yours. You can use stretchy material. You can use any material of your choice. You tie it at the back with that rope. You see, guys, how did you look at the color and the combination? So beautiful. So beautiful. I'm going to be rocking it with my class. Any color, you can even sew the front double, you can decide to put it 5 or 4. So that is it, guys. What do you think, guys? If I can do it, you can do it. Subscribe, like, share, press notification bell so that you will be the first to know when I upload. Bye bye, love you.